Hey moms, welcome to the Gather Moms podcast. My name is Kate.
And I'm Rebecca. We've created this space just for you because we're both moms and we get you.
Yes, we believe there truly ain't no hood like the motherhood, and we need to be in this together. We also believe we can't mom well without Jesus, so you're going to hear us talk about him too.
Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Gather Moms and make sure to hit subscribe so you don't miss a single episode.
All right, mamas, let's jump in.
Hey moms, welcome to episode 56 of the Gather Moms podcast. And guess what, Kate?
What?
We survived Thanksgiving.
Woohoo.
Or I hope we did.
Yes. Yeah, we're here. We're ready. We
and
got
listen, it's time for the Winter Wonderlands to make their appearance.
Jingle bells. Yes, it is. What is your favorite Christmas song?
I don't know.
You don't have a favorite?
No. I saw this funny meme on social media about where Silent Night came from.
Uh-huh.
And it was when they got to Bethlehem and Joseph had not made reservations for the hotel. And Mary's sitting on the donkey, and he's like, I'm sorry, Mary. I'm sorry. Why won't you talk to me? Talk to me, Mary. It's like, oh, this is a silent night for you.
A silent night. That's funny. So my favorite Christmas song is unorthodox. Like, it's not one of the traditional things you would think of.
Mariah Carey's
No,
All I
rude.
Want for
No,
Christmas.
stop. No, it's Go Tell It on the Mountain.
I love that one.
Do you?
I have a frame copy of that, like, scripture or whatever on my dresser.
Okay.
And I leave it up all year round because
Okay.
nobody really, like you said, it's not a normal Christmas.
Yeah.
Yes.
I love it. Hey, how do you feel about Christmas shoes?
I think we've talked about this on an episode before.
Have we?
Yes, because you don't like it. It's
hey.
You have so much inner turmoil with this song that
Oh my
you
gosh.
just can't even handle it.
It comes on. If I'm in the grocery store or something and it comes on, I'm like, ugh.
Listen, somebody had an emotional attachment to that when they wrote it.
I know, but I don't like being emotionally manipulated. It's like a drive-by emotional manipulation, because I'm just out here trying to get groceries, and y'all making me break down on aisle 3 because this kid didn't have any money to buy his mom some shoes. It's like, it is too much, guys.
Listen, this is like Thanksgiving, keep, toss, donate. Just donate that song
Oh.
to someone else.
It is not a donate. That is a trash song.
No, somebody out there, like, that's their story. Don't take their story from them, Kate.
No.
Their testimony is powerful.
I'm sorry, guys.
Them shoes.
That song is trash.
Shoes are made for
You know what should be donated? All the money that guy made for making that song should be donated to therapy for
Gather
all the
Moms.
people who have had to listen to the song.
To Gather Moms. We would like a 501c3 nonprofit donation.
Yes.
End of the year donation.
Yes, we will give you our tax ID. We are ready. So with it being officially Christmas time, it would be fun to talk about all the Christmas things, right?
Is it time?
It's time.
I'm so excited.
We made it.
We made it.
We did so good. We waited to talk about all the things until now.
It's time. Bring it.
Yes. So, all right, tell me, Christmas in your house, how early do you put up the tree normally? Like, when do y'all start decorating and doing all that stuff?
Normally the weekend after Thanksgiving.
Okay.
Yeah. Honestly, because I don't have time before then because the kids stuff is like busting out whatever.
Yeah.
Then you're like doing family stuff. And so, and Christmas lights, I heard this whole thing on TV the other day about how wrong it is to put your Christmas lights up before Thanksgiving. And if you do, you shouldn't turn them on.
Yeah.
And so I'm keeping steady with right after Thanksgiving.
Okay. You know what? I feel best about that. So our Christmas lights were up early, but that's just because that's when the guy could fit us in the schedule. So
then don't flip the switch, girl.
I flipped the switch one time to look at them, but they're not like on the rotation where they're coming on every night. I'm following the rules.
Listen, it's like white shoes after Easter or white shoes before Easter.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Something.
It's like one of those things where there's this unwritten law that you cannot do it early.
No, but some people, they're all into it, and that's also fine. But I'm basically with you. Well, and also my son's birthday isn't until December 5th. And so he one year was like, can we wait until after this to put up Christmas? And I'm like,
if you wait till after December 5th, you've missed the window.
Yeah.
Like if you don't do it soon enough, then it's time to take it down. And you barely had time to have it up.
Right. And it's a lot of work. Jinx.
Listen.
Double jinx blackout.
What does Abby say? You owe me a Coke?
Yeah.
Something.
Hey, do you know what? My kids play a game don't know. This is like ThinkSmiths. I don't know if they invented this.
You think everybody invented stuff. I'm telling you, the Bible says there's nothing new under the sun. Somebody else invented that.
Okay, so you know how we used to play slug bug?
Yes.
So, okay, if it came by, you hit somebody. So my kids play Prime Time. So if they see an Amazon Prime truck, they slug each other.
I have never heard of that.
I
Maybe
think
your
they made
kids
it
did
up.
invent it. Maybe
Yes.
they did.
So they say Prime Time, hit each other.
I'm going to do that. I'm going to teach that to my kids. They're going to think I invented it.
Isn't it fun?
Yeah, except for the delivery trucks that don't say Prime. It's just somebody's minivan. They're just dropping packages on your porch.
Well, I mean, that happens a lot. You can't just do any. It has to be the logoed vehicles.
Actual Amazon truck.
And honestly, there's plenty.
That's funny.
Yeah. All right, now let's talk. Now, this is very controversial. So I want everybody that's listening, guys, this is okay. We all have opinions about these things, and it's all appropriate no matter what you think, okay? So please don't get up in arms based on how Rebecca and I respond to this. Is everybody ready?
I'm nervous.
How do you feel about Elf on the Shelf?
Let's talk about it. I'm excited. Okay, I think it's weird.
Yeah.
I think it's weird. It's already weird that we give credit to Santa.
Uh-huh.
I'm sorry. You're so nice when you talk about him
Oh,
on the podcast.
wait.
The
Okay, hold
jolly guy.
Wait a minute. If ears are listening that may have thoughts on this about the jolly guy, you might turn off the pod right now if there are people listening. This is your disclaimer. Heads up. We're giving you a moment. Okay, now we're proceeding.
Listen, I want the credit. I'm not giving it to the jolly guy.
Okay.
So then you have this random elf in
Yeah.
your house
Yeah.
that apparently moves.
Uh-huh.
And if you touch it,
Yeah.
what does it die? I don't know. Does it stop moving for a day? Does it have to go back to the North Pole to get more magic? Something happens when you touch this elf. And now people are making money off this because they're selling those kits.
I think the kits are adorable. And I love an entrepreneurial spirit. So I'm like, y'all go ahead. That is a great idea to make these kits so that this mom isn't at home putting all this stuff together if she wants to. You don't like the kits? Listen, they're mostly mom businesses. We support mom businesses, Rebecca.
Know. Okay, but so here's my change of heart.
Okay.
Okay. So the Bradford kids have pretty much known the truth since birth.
Uh-huh.
Sorry.
Yeah,
We didn't play along with the Christmas game.
sure.
And they've probably ruined it for some of the children listening on this podcast right now because they tell the truth to other people.
Uh-huh.
So then the Elf on the Shelf comes out and Abby begs for it. And I'm like, no, we're not doing that.
Right.
Okay, but now I have 2 teenagers, almost teenagers, and I have this one little child left. And so there's part of me that is already feeling like the Christmas magic is slowly leaving our home, right?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And I'm like, what can I do to hang on to this?
Yes.
So while we were in the American Girl store the other day, they have a American Girl-sized Elf on the Shelf.
What?
It's a miniature. Okay, but you know Rebecca, she don't pay full price for that kind of jazz.
Okay.
So I found it at Hobby Lobby for half off. So for $5, I bought a miniature Elf on the Shelf. And for December 1st to December 25th, I am going to do American Girl Dolls Elf on the Shelf magic.
Rebecca Bradford, I cannot believe you are doing this.
Listen to me. I've already bought a miniature fireplace. I have the miniature elf. I have bought miniature games for the elf to play. And every morning when she wakes up, there is going to be Christmas magic in our house.
I'm having a really hard time reconciling this. You just said it was weird.
Yes, but now I'm at that mom place where your kids are not little anymore and you're like, it's leaving. All this magic is leaving and all I'm going to be left with is electronics and cash because that's all these people want. So if I can hang on to a little bit of Christmas magic for my 9-year-old for one more year, people, I'm doing it.
I think we should take over-under bets on how many days you make
Let's
it
do it.
doing something
Okay,
with
but
your
listen,
elf.
this is what I'm also doing. I'm going to post it on my stories. So if you follow my Insta stories, I will be posting every day what the elf did. Every day. Because I am betting on I'm going to do it every day. People, I'm in. I'm going to go big or go home. Okay? Christmas magic.
Love you so much, but we have been friends for 13 years.
I'm about to show you. I'm about to show you. Go ahead, make your bet. Say 2 days. Say 5 days. It's going to be 25 days.
Okay, everybody, for the record, For the record, we are going to be watching your stories. I expect to see this every day.
Yes, every day.
Okay.
Yes.
What happens to you if you don't do this? I get to put a pie in your face. Something happens if you don't do this for all 25 days.
Happen? I don't know. I don't know. What do you want to do?
I'm going to think on it.
Okay.
Because we're going to make a contract here.
Okay, contract it. I'm ready.
Because
I've thought this out. I'm early in the game. I already have pieces for this puzzle I'm about to put together.
Okay, I'm ready. So excited for you, and I really want to believe in you.
Thank you.
But history tells me
yes,
otherwise.
It does. Anybody that knows me, I forget things, and if I pet sit for you, I'm probably going to kill your animal. So this is not, but this is fake. It's a little fake elf. It's not even like the real elf on the shelf with movable arms. It's plastic. So
Show me with your hands. How big is this? 2 inches.
2 inches. He's tiny. He's a little tiny elf.
So you're going to set up the American Girl dolls with old boy?
Yes. So it's like every day the American Girl doll wakes up and she gets to see what her elf on the shelf did.
See, okay.
I'm so excited. Y'all follow along on social media. I'm doing it.
Okay, now this is fine. I've given you a lot of bad stuff, bad criticism about this thing you're about to do.
I know, but you tell me I do that all the time to you when you start talking about things and you're like, stop it.
Well, and I'm preparing.
So I'm preparing to have it back. It's fine.
I'm about to tell you about what we do, and you're going to go, ugh.
I know what you do. It's like a star, right? You take Elf on the Shelf, Christmas Magic, Jolly Guy, and you make it into the Christian version.
Yes.
Which, again, somebody else is making money off this stuff.
That's fine.
Did Jesus know all this? If only Mary had known while she was riding that donkey to Bethlehem.
Girl, she needs some royalties.
That her baby was about to get all these things.
Yes. Mary's probably already living large up in the heavenly kingdom. But if we could have given her some royalties for her trademark. Okay, so we do the Jesusified version of Elf on the Shelf. But this company is from a Christian mom.
The Christian moms do Elf on the Shelf too.
No, do they?
Yes, they do.
Okay, so it is called Star from Afar. And listen, I can already see the hate in your eyes. It's fine. I'm going to tell my side of the story. Some people...
Wait, are you going to Star from Afar every day too? Is this like a battle? Battle of the daily Christmas?
Girl, listen, I will battle you out because I 100% know I will win.
That is such a lie. This is Team Kate, Team Rebecca, right now on the podcast. Who's in my corner?
Okay, because my thing... Okay, there's like a little manger scene, and the kids each have a wise man. And the star
What
moves.
if you have more than 3 kids?
I don't know. They move all the wise men. But my kids each have a wise man. And
why isn't a wise woman?
Oh, Rebecca. All right. So the star moves every night, and the wise men follow the star.
You hide it, right?
Kind of hiding.
Jesus hides it?
Yes. Me and Jesus together.
Yes, the Holy
hide
Spirit.
it.
Yes, okay.
Yes. And then the kids find it the next morning. They move their wise men to it, and probably 3 or 4 times a week, the star has a little treat for the kids so there's a little piece of candy or a craft or
Is
a
that
new
in the instruction manual?
No, Kate, unfortunately.
Okay, because I'm there's no way that's part of the Christian.
I have made this way more complicated than it has to be. Yes. Yeah. And I forget. And the kids get frustrated when I forget to move the star. So if we are going to battle it out.
Yes, we are.
Then
the star versus the miniature elf.
Okay, I'm ready.
I'm excited. I'm actually really excited about this. This is going to be so good.
Okay, we have to decide. Between now and our next episode what happens, what you get to do to me if you win.
Okay.
And what I get to do to you if I win.
Okay, I got to think on it.
I know. I need to think on it too
Yes.
because it's going to have to be something good.
Yes.
Okay,
We're going to video it. We're putting it on social media. Listen.
Okay, I'm super into this. Okay, so I want to know, growing up, now I know you in your house, you guys don't do a ton of gifts and stuff like that. You kind of have a low-key Christmas.
We do.
And then I feel like you've said that with your extended family, you guys don't exchange gifts at all.
No.
Listen, y'all doing this thing right.
Okay, but this is what I want to say. And this is just a little miniature comment, and then I'll let go of my bitterness. When my brother and sister had their babies, Greg and I didn't have kids. We sure enough delivered all them gifts to them babes. We bought all the presents. You know what happened when I had kids? They were like, we're tired. So we're not doing that anymore.
So they made a new system just in time for your kids.
I got left out of the deal. Okay.
Oh, that's
now,
hilarious.
The bitterness is gone.
Is it?
It's all for the Christmas spirit.
Okay.
It's fine.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, growing up, was Christmas, like, was it a big deal, or was it kind of similar to what it is now? Like, where it was just kind of, you each got a couple things?
I think it was similar, except that I remember my parents would always try to give each of us a big gift.
Okay.
So when we would come in on Christmas morning, like one year I got an easel.
Okay.
And that was set up in the living room. One year I got a TV chair. Now they're video game chairs, but they used to be TV chairs.
Oh.
Where it looks like a half moon.
Yeah.
And it rolls back and forth.
That's cool.
And that was like a really fun gift. So yeah, they always had something special.
And it would be like unwrapped and sitting out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what we do too.
I don't do that.
No?
No. I wrap everything.
Okay. See, I like to, for Christmas morning, when they each have like a pile. They each have like a designated area.
You already have them separated out into piles?
Yes. Oh, dude. Yes.
Wow.
Now, there's more under the tree from like other people and stuff like that. But typically what I'll have is like they each have a spot and they'll have their big gift unwrapped if there's like a big thing. And their stocking sitting there with all their stuff kind of overflowing. And then all their presents kind of piled up in one area. Oh, yeah. It's great. I really like that
That's
system.
so interesting.
Yeah.
I don't put names on their presents.
What do you mean?
Like, they don't know which gift is theirs until I hand it out.
How do you know?
I have like a little mark on the back of the present that tells me which kid is which.
What?
Because I want the credit. Are y'all getting the picture here?
Oh my gosh, you do that so that you are handing the kid.
Yes.
Oh, Rebecca, that is next level.
And like I told you, bless Greg Bradford's heart, he has no idea what's in those packages. So it is just as much a surprise for him what our kids get.
Oh my goodness.
Christmas
Okay.
is about me.
That is too much. I cannot even. Oh.
Which I do know people that do that. I know people that do different wrapping papers.
Yeah.
And they don't tell which kid is their wrapping paper.
Yeah.
So they don't know
Yeah.
which present is theirs.
That's a good idea too, having a wrapping paper for each kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I like that. Do you do any gifts on Christmas Eve?
No, but remember I told you on one of our last episodes, I'm like, Thanksmas sounds real good.
Yeah.
Let's just give it all out and enjoy December.
Thanksmas is good. We give pajamas on Christmas Eve.
Okay. Is that the something you wear?
No, that's a
Tell
bonus.
the friends.
Did we talk about this before?
I don't think so.
We do something you want, something you need, something to wear, something to read. So the want is usually like a big gift.
The big gift, yeah.
So
But then they get pajamas too, so they actually get two something to wear.
Okay. But the something they need is usually like a helmet or
Toothbrush.
no, the toothbrush goes in the stocking. Everybody knows. Everybody gets a toothbrush and toothpaste for Christmas in their
You
stocking.
have got to be kidding. You give panties on Valentine's or St. Patrick's, and you give toothbrushes at Christmas.
You don't give toothbrushes at Christmas?
No, you get those when you go to the dentist twice a year.
Okay. Mercy.
We have enough toothbrushes in our house.
You guys don't do like spin brushes or anything?
Oh my gosh. What is happening?
The kids, they have to get a new toothbrush and toothpaste on Christmas.
Do they have to wait till the next Christmas to get another toothbrush?
No.
Is that thing gonna be nasty?
Listen, maybe July 4th they get a new one.
Okay, I need a list of Kate's gift holidays. Panties, toothbrushes. I'm trying to think what else would be funny. This is hilarious. Hilarious.
Yeah.
I'm learning so much about you.
They usually get socks for Christmas too in their stocking. It goes perfectly.
People just buy or get socks on Tuesday.
No. No,
There's
I
no
need
need to wait.
No,
for
I
Christmas.
need to save those things up to Christmas to fill up their stocking. What do you put in your kids' stockings?
So we don't really do stockings.
Okay. You have exactly answered my point.
Listen, this year I'm putting socks, underwear, and toothbrushes in their stockings. I'm doing it.
Yes.
I never have anything to put in their stocking.
The girls get like lip gloss or nail polish and candy. Caleb gets like little games or a small, like a little bitty Lego set or, things like that.
I know lots of people that do like next level stockings.
Yeah.
It does make me feel bad. Like maybe we're missing.
I think your simplified thing is good. You're doing great. So do you have thinking about your childhood was there one gift that stood out to you where you thought this is magic?
No, but listen, one year I snuck out of my room and I hid in the living room while the big jolly guy, AKA Dad,
No.
put the gifts out.
Wait, do Steve and Judy know about this?
Yes, because I got caught and spanked
What?
and sent back to bed. Yeah, I did.
Did you believe in the Jolly Guy at that point?
I don't think we did it when I was a kid. I think this has been passed down for generations that we just...
Oh my goodness. I cannot believe you did that.
I did it. I did. I love that about myself. It makes me feel like
so rebellious.
I came out of the bubble.
That feels really rebellious. I
And
never
one year,
did that.
my sister gave me a gift, and she had wrapped it early and put it under the tree. And while she was gone one day, I unwrapped it and looked at what she gave me and wrapped it back.
Oh my goodness. You little rebel.
I love it. I love it. So this year, when Abby found some of the presents,
Yeah.
that were in my bedroom,
Yeah.
that I thought I had hid well, and she was like, "Hey, so did you get me this for Christmas?" And I
Uh-huh.
was like, "What?" Then I was like, "Oh, but you know what? I did that." It's just like it's part of her DNA.
Oh my gosh, I was scared to death to unwrap or
Come out of your room.
yes. Oh man. Well, but I believed in magic. Do you believe in magic? I
But
did.
now I want it back. See, now I'm at that place where I want the magic back.
Okay. So when I was a kid, I remember one Christmas, I was 4 years old, but I remember this clear as a bell. I came down the stairs and my parents had bought me a car, like the motorized battery
They
car.
had those back then.
Okay. But like like now every kid has one, right? Okay, not your kids. Most children, or not most, some children, maybe it's more popular, had the battery-powered cars.
Yes. Bougie kids.
So this one, but we weren't wealthy. So I don't know how they pulled this off, honestly.
Because they had to be really expensive back then.
Right?
Yes.
And it was like, it was like a Studebaker or something. It looked like an old-timey car. I'm going to find pictures and post it on
Why
social.
did you keep that? It'd be worth so much money today.
Oh, man. And it was so cute. So it was a little two-seater, but then the back, it was like tan and brown. I mean, it really looked like kind of an old car.
Yes.
And the back of it had this little trunk, this little like circular trunk that opened.
You could put stuff in it.
I put my little sister in it.
It's a two-seater. Why do you just sit her next to you? Why is she riding in the
Because
trunk?
she was 2, and it was the perfect thing to put her in.
Did you close the lid?
No.
Okay.
Her little head poked out. We have
left some
pictures.
air.
And I would drive her around the driveway and stuff, and she was sitting back in
I'm
that
going to need a
little-
picture. We're going to post some pictures. I'm going to need a picture.
She was so cute. And I remember thinking, oh my goodness, I cannot believe they got me this car. One year I came out and my mom, we do things how we do them because that's how our parents did.
Yes.
One year I came out and my mom had gotten us each an umbrella. They were all like really cute umbrellas, and she had opened them up and they were sitting on the ground, and under the umbrella, they were kind of like cattywampus, so you could see, but then she had our piles of presents under each of the umbrellas. So it was like kind of a display. I don't know if that makes sense.
That's your MO. Like, that is Kate. She said it's a display. I'm going to make it cute. Because I, in my mind, can visualize your little pile for your kids with the overflowing stocking.
Yeah.
It's like a magazine, isn't it? Come on.
Oh, I love it so much. Yes, I spend a lot of time
and
setting
you
all
don't
that up.
use cheap ribbon.
Oh, no.
There is no curling
Oh, no.
plastic goldness. It is
No.
like fancy, legit bows.
Yes, and usually like a sprig of...
Oh my gosh. You do the sprig? You're a sprig mom. You're a sprig mom.
A little sprig of evergreen, some pine.
Lord
Yeah.
have mercy. I think Jesus is in heaven laughing at us right now. He's like, how'd you two become friends? You got a sprig mom and a non-believing magic mom. I mean, what's happening?
Oh my gosh. Okay, so did your kids ever get pictures with Santa? Or have y'all just been out on that since jump?
I did. I think our life group, like years ago,
Yeah.
everybody wanted to go take a picture with Santa. I only had one kid, and I was like, this is awesome.
Yeah.
Then you got multiple kids, and then the North Park Santa became like the world's greatest Santa, and you had to
Right,
like
all of
get
our
tickets
friends,
and
yeah.
wait in line. I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm so out.
Yeah. I don't know if Caroline's ever had a picture with Santa. I'm going to be honest with you.
Okay, I'm doing Magical Elf. You need to do pictures with Santa this year.
Okay, we'll find it. We'll make it work. Because I have cute ones of the other kids.
Because listen, I'm kind of a Santa snob.
Oh, yeah. And we're not out on the guy. We just don't emphasize him. He's just not the emphasis.
I know, but what I'm saying is if I'm going to get the picture with Santa.
You want the good looking Santa? I got you,
want
girl.
the legit one.
You don't want to see the string from his beard coming around his cheek.
I don't want to see his own mustache popping through.
Yeah, sweaty
I
Smells
do
like
have a few.
gin.
I do have a few pictures with Santa, and that was one of those mom things. You know what? This is so good. That's one of those mom things I had to let go
Okay.
because I had mom friends, and they did it every year
Every
with
year,
Santa. They
I
had
know.
like all these pictures,
Yeah.
and it was one of those things that I was like, I can't keep up with this,
Yeah.
and it's okay.
Yeah.
Go with your bad self, Sprig moms.
Yeah.
Go with your bad self, Santa picture moms.
Yeah.
And I could say, for me, it's all right. I'm gonna let it go.
Okay. Speaking of letting things go, what about Christmas cards?
I love Christmas cards.
Do you do them every year?
Well, with the pandemic, I feel like we're all out of practice.
Yeah, I know.
What's happening?
Yeah. Yeah, because I mean, now we're sitting here and I'm like, oh, we don't have a recent family picture
No.
to like
No, we don't.
do a thing,
No.
you know?
And now I'm like, that's a lot of work.
Oh, girl, it is a lot.
Gotta
of
find all
work.
the addresses.
Oh.
Listen, I've already bought the stamps, though. I was at Costco one day, and I went and bought that little holiday pack of stamps. If anybody needs stamps that's listening
So
to
you
this,
have high hopes that you're going to get cards out?
I have like 150 stamps.
Okay.
So I'm going to need somebody to come buy them from me because I don't think I'm going to do Christmas cards. And so what am I going to do with all these Christmas stamps? You're getting a Christmas stamp in July.
That's fine. Nobody cares. Great. Good. Christmas stamps all year round. Okay, growing up, did you guys have a favorite tradition? No, see, I can't think of any real traditions for us either. For me, it was magical. Sometimes we would go, my parents were, my dad was from Erie, Pennsylvania. And so we would go there like every other year or something for Christmas. And I remember one Christmas, on Christmas Eve, it was snowing and we were sitting in the house eating cookies. And all of a sudden I heard singing. And legitimately, we went to the door and there were carolers. Yes.
I love that.
And I remember being like, this is it.
But you know what? It doesn't snow here.
I
That's
know.
why we don't carol.
Listen.
Because if you don't
Can you
have the
imagine?
snow,
Could you imagine if like some gang of people were singing outside your door?
I'm
You'd
going
be
to do
like,
it. I'm going to do it this year. This is the year of magic. Listen, I was watching Hallmark, and they had this whole thing about caroling, and it was so sweet.
Yeah.
Except that he had printed out the words and laminated them for everybody to carry around. And that's next level
In
for
your
me.
Hallmark movie?
In my Hallmark movie, yeah.
Okay.
They had printed lyric sheets for their caroling
Okay.
that were laminated.
Okay.
So they didn't get wet from the snow.
Oh, well, isn't that thoughtful?
It was amazing.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to try it.
Well, and you don't have to laminate them here. It will be fine. Okay, tell me this. What are holiday things that you thought were going to be a good idea with your kids and ended up being not so good? Like it maybe got away from you.
Baking cookies.
Okay, yes.
It's not like it's not Hallmark.
No.
Nobody's like enjoying the flour being fluffed on their nose.
No, you listen, and you really just need to bake the cookies yourself
Yes.
and then let them frost them.
No, because even when they start frosting them, it gives me like hives.
No,
I'm like,
I know.
that's not pretty.
No, and my kids are licking stuff.
Licking stuff. You can't be giving those to neighbors.
No.
If somebody from our family brings you a cookie, don't eat it. I can't promise you that it's clean.
Okay.
Or nut free or vegan.
Oh
so
gosh, yeah.
you're not
Okay.
getting it.
My problem is with gingerbread houses. Have we talked about this before?
See, we've never done that either. We don't do gingerbread houses.
Okay.
The kits or the whatever.
Yeah, so it's the same with gingerbread houses. Now, thank goodness. Now they sell like the pre-built gingerbread houses because that's the hardest part is the kids are so excited to build this gingerbread house. Well, really, it's a good 45 minutes before the house is ready to decorate.
Does it have to dry? Like
It
the
has to
icing
dry. And then, you have to make sure that everything stays together because one side of the house is always falling in and the roof's slipping off. And yeah. So pro tip, if you can, buy the pre-built house. So you just opening stuff up and kids are building it. And listen, and now they have like littler houses.
Like
So
miniature?
like a village.
Does my mini elf
I am going to
need
be on
a
the lookout
miniature
for a miniature gingerbread house. Yes.
Please do. I need to know because I'm going to get that.
So they'll have little villages. So we found that last year. And so then each kid had their own little one to decorate. And then they weren't fighting over because usually it's like, okay, you can do this side of the roof and you can do this side of the roof. You can do this door because they're fighting about it, right?
Yes.
And somebody's licking all the icing and there's the balls dropping all over the floor.
Who eats those? Who eats the gumballs? They are beautiful, but I think they taste awful.
Oh, talk about the dentist too. You bet end up at the dentist and put that in your mouth.
Listen, we go twice a year. We're going to be there pretty soon. I think we actually go in the month of December.
Well,
think
I
it's
am
December
so
and
proud
July.
of you.
So
Yeah, we're coming up too. Yeah, we'll
For
go
your
for our once a year.
Hey, ask for a toothbrush while you're there, and that's what you can put in their stocking.
They give us toothbrushes, and I put that in the bathroom for guests. We keep those extra toothbrushes for guests.
I would say, how often do you have guests? But you've actually had them recently. But I don't have guests to give toothbrushes
We keep backup
to.
toothbrushes.
Y'all, if you need a toothbrush in the Wood Creek neighborhood, would you come to my house? I have a toothbrush for you. I will gladly give it to you. Gladly.
Sames. I also have one for you, and little travel toothpaste.
Yes, I love the travel toothpaste. My kids do use those.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, tell me this. Let's wrap this on a positive note, because I feel like, we might have hated on Christmas a little bit, or just laughed about all the things we don't like. What are you looking forward to about Christmas, the Christmas season, the day? What are you looking forward to?
Okay. So, as I've told you,
I'm about to roll my eyes.
episodes.
I can feel it.
I'm done with my Christmas
Yeah,
shopping.
we know, Rebecca. We know.
I have wrapped all the presents.
Yes.
They are hiding in my house.
Yeah.
They've already been found by the 9-year-old.
Yeah.
She can't reach them.
Let me tell you. As much as this irritates me because I feel like personally attacked that you're already done, I am very proud of you. Very proud. You are goals.
I took to heart the idea that the shelves would be empty December 15th.
I know you did.
So I've bought all the things. But we also don't do a ton. So it's not that, it's really not that much. So I told Greg the other day, I said, I'm so excited for December because I'm not going to shop. I'm not going to look at ads or emails. I'm just going to hang out with our kids. We're going to watch Christmas movies and we're going to go caroling.
Listen, please.
We're going to go find a Santa to take a picture with.
Fantastic.
I'm going to be present.
Go
That's
drive
my goal.
and look at lights.
It's my goal. My goal for this December is to be present.
I love that, because isn't that the true present? Is the mom's presence.
Somebody tweet that. That's a good one.
But don't you think, our kids, come on. They want our presence more than our presence, right? They really do. They want us. They want time with us where we're sitting down with them and talking with them. Lydia asked me to watch a movie with her last week. And honestly, I struggle sometimes to sit down and watch movies because I feel like I could be doing so many other things, So she asked me to sit down with her and watch a movie. And I was so excited because we were looking through Disney Plus and she saw Hidden Figures.
Ooh, that's a great one.
And she said, I think I've read this book. And I said, girl, you want to watch this movie? Okay, I'm in on this because I love that movie.
Yes.
So we watched that, but I was sitting there playing games on my phone, because I just struggle to be still.
Yes.
She said, Mom, you're not supposed to be looking at my phone. So sure enough, I put my phone down. I went over and sat closer to her and played with her hair and but I had to force myself to engage, and I was so happy I did.
Yes.
But I can struggle to be present, But we talked about the value of presence in my gather group last week, and it was so neat. I asked the mamas to tell me stories of if they could think of an adult in their life, whether it was a mom or dad or grandparent or something that had practiced presence with them. And Rebecca, their stories were so sweet and amazing, and it was not hard. They could easily think of someone who had invested time in them, whether it was going for walks or every Saturday taking them to McDonald's for breakfast, or you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Where that person, they weren't buying them things. They were just there with them. And, I just think that's something for us to consider. I think going into the holidays is that we don't miss being with them. I think you're setting a good example for us of just being with them, and then even considering how can we even give presents in our gifting? Can we give a board game? Can we give tickets to something? Can we give a museum pass? What can we give that is going to be a presence gift?
That whole idea of experiences, where people are talking about, I don't want to give my kids more stuff. I want to give them experiences.
Yeah.
And I think sometimes we make that out to be a really big thing. We got to plan this whole holiday, festival. But really, just like you said with Lydia, just the idea that you would sit down and watch a Christmas movie, or when Abby says, I want to make hot chocolate, we actually do it.
Yeah.
Or, even putting Christmas lights up on the outside of your house if you don't have somebody do it for you. Go out there and do it together.
Do it together.
All those things that I think you're right.
And don't cuss at anybody.
Yeah, she did.
when the strand falls for the 15th time and you hear the glass break and you're like, yeah.
I think you're right. I think that's what our kids are going to remember.
Yeah.
Just like us. Like I remember a couple Christmas presents from growing up.
Yeah.
And those are really fun.
Sure.
I mean, I believe presents are fun.
Yeah.
Gifts are my love language. But I do think my kids right now, they're eager for my attention.
Yeah.
Not for my money.
Right.
Well, maybe they are.
Well, but they'll remember the feeling of it, just like we do. I remember the warmth of it, the feeling of it, the being together, the sweetness of it. And we want them to remember that. I want my kids to look back on holidays and not remember me being stressed out and, hollering at everybody, you do this, you do that,
yes.
get out of here, you know?
Yes.
I want them to remember that mom was happy to have people there and that, it may not all go perfectly, but we're all going to chip in and it's going to come together.
Yes.
And just slow it down a little bit. Let the kids help, like you said, even when, Lydia last year helped me wrap presents and, presents are a big one for me. So I like them. I mean, and I used to wrap presents for a little store I worked at when I was in high school.
What a fun job.
Yes, and they taught us, and there was a very specific way. So I wrapped hundreds of gifts. So to me, it's a big deal.
Yeah.
And I noticed myself getting on her and being like, no, it has to be like this. And then I had to stop and go, Kate, who cares?
Right.
She's here. She wants to help me. We're spending
Yes.
time together, right?
Yes.
So
I
just
love
those
that.
things.
No, that's such a great reminder right here at the beginning as we kind of get into this season. And I know the schedules are going to be crazy with all the things that are going to happen. But for you just to have that mindset every day is how do I make a moment today with my kids?
Yeah.
How do I have a moment with them?
I love that.
I love that.
Okay, moms, we love you. We are so thankful for this time with you, and we hope that you have a wonderful holiday season as you're preparing your heart, your home, your family for Christmas, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks, moms. Bye.
Do you love the Gather Moms podcast and want even more streaming content? Go to patreon.com/gathermoms. Patrons that support us at any level get access to all of our audio resources, including our Tween to Teen series.